Hey, everybody, welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi with Wade and Willie. I'm Wade.
Willie.
This is a podcast about Jesus Christ. I'm trying to do it too fast. Take a breath, Wade. This is a podcast about the paranormal and contemporary mythology. Join us on patreon.com/real life sci-fi for access to 2 bonus episodes a week, video feeds, and more. Visit reallifesci-fi.show for a bunch of our links. Let's welcome aboard the SSRLSF co-founder of Biscuit Wolf Games, returning for the, I think, 4th time, Austin Rusk. Hi, Austin.
Great to be back. Always fun.
What's up?
So many things were just happening. My cat was scratching in the background, and I didn't know if you could hear it. And I'm so sorry about the lack of professionalism that I have displayed so far.
Good. That's what makes this podcast real, right? It's grounded.
Let's talk about Biscuit Wolf Games.
Yeah.
First of all, if I were in the wilderness, if I was the gray Liam Neeson, I think I would befriend a wolf. I think I could befriend a wolf. Do you guys think you could befriend wolves, or would you fight them?
I'd rather try to befriend than try to fight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, if you lose, you end up eaten by a wolf.
I mean, so easy a caveman could do it, right?
Yeah. Spears, and I don't know how they did it.
I have the temper to fight with a wolf, but I don't want that mess.
You could never befriend a wolf, Willie. I'm telling you right now, go ahead and fight the wolf.
They did it. That's why we have pugs.
Shit. They domesticated. That's what you meant. Yeah. All right, sorry. Biscuit Wolf Games. What kind of game?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if we've talked about this before, but we have a lot of people on here that make games, and I can never keep them straight.
Oh, good.
Board games?
Yeah. So primarily we've been working on tabletop RPGs, stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, that sort of thing. But lately we've also been looking at branching out into card games. So one of them we're in our final round of playtesting on is called Per My Last Email, a game of corporate passive-aggressive email warfare. Everyone's been having a blast with it, and so we're hoping to get this up on a Kickstarter by the end of the year, fingers crossed.
Is that kind of like, here's in my imagination the gameplay? It's like Cards Against Humanity, only email responses. So someone lays down some kind of card. Am I wrong?
A little bit. It's closer to.
I really like my idea. Can we put my idea into production?
I mean, we're definitely drawing a lot of inspiration from the Cards Against Humanity's guys' stories and how they got that published. Our prime mechanic actually comes from one of my favorite games I found on a store shelf called Kittens in a Blender. The premise of that
heard
game,
of that. Never played it.
You want to save all of your kittens and keep them in the box and put all of your opponent's kittens in the blender. But they're just in the blender until you turn it on.
I refuse to play this game. I never put kittens in a blender.
And so with Per My Last Email, you have the inbox and the trash. And so you are not only putting your own KPIs, your key point indicators, into the inbox and keeping your opponents out in the trash. You're also trying to get some negative points in there. The ethics violations, the intoxicated at the meeting sort of thing. Keep those in the inbox, but none of that counts.
Is there like a little button you can hit for, why don't you take 4 hours before you respond to this and maybe calm down a little? Is there an option for that?
We do have some stuff like that. We have replies, we have smack notifications that'll change the gameplay, and a lot of stuff that forces people to change what's in their hand. So you might have to pass your hand to the person on your left. You might do a fishing test with someone where you flip a coin and either you take a card from their hand or they get one from yours.
Hey, you know what's a good idea? And if you ever want to hire me, feel free. You should do a built-in drinking element to every game where it's like, so here's, if you want to play this game, and you're cool and you don't want to drink, that's fine. But if you do want to turn it into a drinking game, and then you could have like a little asterisk with different rules or something, or drink when this happens. How about that?
That is one of our aspirations, actually. We have 2 expansions we want to put out once we get... the big thing right now is finalizing and making sure our printer works. The one that we want to hire and handle.
I know, printers, right? Jesus Christ. It's like I can't get my computer to recognize them. And then the toner's always out.
They have not gotten any better in the last 20 years.
Yeah, but, totally. They've gotten worse because they make the cartridges smaller now. Anyways,
I don't even think they put anything in the cartridges.
Yeah, and then you have to get the proprietary ones. It's a racket.
And then you got to sign your email up to fucking subscribe to more ink.
But with this game, we want to do two things. One of them is actually kind of inspired by your idea. We want to do an after hours expansion pack, which is all of that kind of stuff. The drinking games, the more
Yeah, I
bawdy
guess you're
topics
smart.
and
You got
emails.
to make your money. You can't just include it in the
Yeah.
original version.
And then the
Yeah.
other one, the opposite that is the networking one, which is expressly made to get to know your coworkers better, so corporate people can take it to conferences and that sort of
That's
Oh,
really
cool.
funny.
That's great.
thing. Yeah.
You know what's
You ever
good about that
play-
version is instead of like team building bullshit, which everyone hates.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you could use it for that. I don't know. I'm just picturing like, nah, fuck it. I'm an idiot.
I like
Never
to
mind.
see people's wits. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with this person. We can have some fun together.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to balance enough of a strategy element, but also enough of a Mario Party element. And I think we're pretty close to that sweet spot at least.
You ever play King's
Yeah.
Cup?
Oh gosh, that sounds familiar. That was a drinking game, like a college drinking game, right?
Yeah. All the cards are spread out. You pull a card, and then like there's random rules associated with each card. And
Yes. Okay, yeah.
I just was always like, whenever I played that, it was always just. I know people got trashed really fast, but that game I felt like was the most fun because there were so many different chances for you to come up with rules. You got to see how people's minds thought, tried to
Mhm.
get other people drunk, you know. Or
Yeah. No, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you mean like if you were to put that in an office element, it would be interesting to see who came up with what rules.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see where it ends up going. We haven't written any of these new expansion ones just
Oh
yet. But
wait,
we've got a
so
list
yeah,
of,
so
we've got a list of
can
ideas.
people buy now? What's out there now?
Right now, you can find us on itch.io or DriveThruRPG. You can find our stuff that we've made for other tabletop RPGs you might play, like Draw Steel, Blades in the Dark, that sort of thing.
nice.
Never heard of those. Does
Yeah.
that mean I'm not your market if I've never heard of those?
Maybe it might be more. Well, let me think about it. this way.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in like 2 months because I'm doing a game night, a weekly game night coming
Oh,
up. So
Hell yeah!
I'm about to be a fucking gaming guy. I'm gonna be a
Oh,
pro,
all right, yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely have a healthy.
and I'm gonna come to you
collection.
with all my great ideas
Excellent.
because
I
you've
love
already
it.
got the infrastructure.
Yeah, yeah. No, we've been working hard getting our core like design elements built.
Okay,
playing around
I'm
with
not
the 50
joking
layout.
at all. I will come up with a game and pitch it to you. But
I love it.
until then, itch.io. What else?
DriveThruRPG.
What's the game called though?
Well, this one is per my last email. This is the one we were talking about.
Oh, but it's not out, or it is out.
Correct. It's not out. We're play testing it. So I've been taking around to various game stores and stuff like that. So if you're lucky, you might catch me at Geeky Tees in LA or one of the other ones around town.
Oh, do you not like to disclose the dates? Don't you want people to show up?
Oh, because I haven't planned them yet. That's why I can't
Oh,
disclose
got
the
it.
dates.
Got it. Okay. Do you post that anywhere?
Yeah, you can find us on socials. Just look up Biscuit Wolf Games. You'll find us. BiscuitWolfGames.com has everything.
All right. Awesome. Let's do the WoW scale. WoW scale. The WoW scale stands for Wade or Willie. It's a 5-question quiz. At the end of the quiz, I will give you a score anywhere between 0 and 5. If you're more of a 0, you're more of a Wade. If you're more of a 5, you're more of a Willie. You ready to be Wade on the WoW scale?
Let's do it.
First question, 3-parter. Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth in the last 300 years?
Yes, and no.
All right. What are you thinking? Did you see Disclosure Day yet?
I have not seen that yet.
My friend liked it. I
Yeah.
haven't heard much about it, honestly. Willie, you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard about it. I want to go see it, but I think Shauna thinks it's closer to a horror movie, so she doesn't want to see it. And so I'm like, I
Oh,
don't know.
no. It's like a Spielberg. It's like an earnest. The only descriptor I got today from my friend was it's a very earnest alien movie.
Yeah, that's a specialty. The Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't he do the War of the Worlds remake too with Tom Cruise?
Oh, he was tied to. Did he produce it or did he direct it? Did he direct it?
I think
well,
produced,
whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, will Disclosure ever happen in your lifetime?
If it hasn't already, I don't think so. But I think we had some kind of disclosure recently, right?
They've
Well,
had 3
okay.
UFO file drops with files dropped also. Nothing compelling.
Do you buy it? I guess is the question. Do you buy the current Disclosure? Are you like, yeah, okay, these are. What do you think about them? Do you think they're aliens or do you think they're military?
I believe it. I believe the disclosure only because I don't think our current president could keep a secret like that for this long.
You just don't tell the guy, right?
I mean, that's true. That is a possibility. You can't rule that out.
I'm gonna
Or
put you
you
down
tell
for a
him, you tell him the
yes.
things you want him to leak, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, sound good. I think
Yes.
you're a yes. Feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 3: ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts. I have experienced them. And my partner's been getting into more witchy stuff lately, so I've been seeing more things, but I don't believe yet.
But you've seen them?
I haven't seen them, I've experienced them. I stayed for a week in a haunted house in Virginia. Like right after high school, a bunch of us did a road trip. Staying at my friend's uncle's house. It's right on Chesapeake Bay. I remember pulling up there and there was a coffin-shaped hole in the ground because the house it used to be a graveyard, like Revolutionary War graveyard. About the Civil War era, they built this house and moved the graves over to the other side of the bay. And everyone had some creepy shit happen. You know, a window that was stuck, you couldn't open, just opens up by itself. People had seen things, not none of us while we were there. I remember I was sharing a room with one of my friends, and his laptop turned on across the room, middle of the night, unprompted. Starts playing the Scrubs theme because he'd been watching a lot of Scrubs. Uh,
Ghosts also love Scrubs
yeah,
because it's about people dying.
I can see that. Also, I think, just good TV is good TV.
Yeah. I mean, they brought it back. No one really cared, right?
Yeah, I don't think we needed to bring it back. It's good. It's good.
They
Right
keep
where it
bringing
was.
these things back, and I feel like nobody really cares.
Yeah. No, nothing's allowed to die.
Like, move on. Get something new. Just start getting new ideas.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck this town. Bigfoot.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm leaning away from that. Leaning away from Bigfoot. I used to be more of a believer, but someone recently pointed out that you'd have to have at least 350 of them to have a stable population. And I feel like there's 350, you'd have to find one, right?
They could have different rules, man.
That's true. They could live for 500 years and it's less important.
Yeah, this 350 number, that's arbitrary.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of great trail cam vids where I'm like, wow, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
But none of that. Bigfoot is the what UFOs used to be. You don't even hear or see anything about it because it's just so not real. And then one day it is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm waiting for that government disclosure day.
Yeah, oh my god, that would be amazing, dude. If okay, so you make a movie and it's disclosure day, and you think it's about aliens, but it's about Bigfoot.
They're one and the same. Turns out they're on the dark side of the moon the whole time.
Could be. Was 9/11 an inside job?
No, I don't think we could plan anything that well.
So we've got. Yeah, you're like a 2. You're about a 2, I would say. Something like that.
Right. That feels right.
Willie, hit us with the topic.
Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi, the dungeon beneath Los Angeles, hidden tunnels, plenty of crazy stories. Let's go underneath one of the biggest cities to find what might be one of the biggest underground cities tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi.
Fuck yes. So, first of all, I know that people are going down there now a lot more. Like it's not like, I know I've seen online like, oh yeah, the way that you get into these tunnels is you go to this specific building downtown and you take the elevator down and then you're just in there and you can kind of do whatever. That's what I know about it. And also there's like stairways around in Silver Lake that they've like chained off. I guess those are just old tunnels that went under the road or whatever. But I've always kind of thought, maybe there's a secret in there,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Austin. I see you.
I'd say, yeah. No, I definitely think some of those were maybe like old Cold War things as well, like bomb shelters, that sort of situation.
Yeah. But are we talking, Willie? Are we talking the elite get to drive their cars to get to places faster? And if that's the case, fucking why doesn't the president just do that shit, man? God damn.
I think that they do that. And I think that, I mean, here's the thing. There's a million different tunnels under LA for different reasons. Like There's old horse carriage tunnels that were like underground, old utility corridors. There's old subway infrastructure. There's like flood control channels, oil field tunnels, service tunnels between buildings, utility corridors. And so there's a lot of Prohibition era bootlegging tunnels also. And in between all these government buildings, they had ways to transport people and secrets and money, not walking around downtown LA.
So awesome. Right? It's awesome.
And so it's like, as soon as you hear that, like, all you got to do is take this elevator, it's like somebody has to rediscover all this stuff because the infrastructure was made in the 19th century and they just kept adding to it and closing things off. But, it's not like people are just down there shitting and stuff. Like, there's a lot of tunnels, I think, being used for nefarious reasons, but a lot of them aren't on anybody's radar because the information has been lost through time, a lot of it. And so I'm happy that people are like exploring and trying to find all this shit again. So, one topic coming out here is, there's an old story that lizard people lived under LA. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard that? This started in the 30s.
Oh yeah, lizard people have been around for forever. They're always underground someplace. They're underground New York City, underground LA, they're living in the catacombs in Paris.
And as a two, we know you're being facetious.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, these stories about lizard people.
I mean, I think there's people living in the tunnels. I mean, just to get very grounded,
okay, but
we have a homeless problem in LA. People can take shelter there. I don't see why they wouldn't set up camp.
So the homeless people we see are just the dumb ones who don't know about this like vast, awesome tunnel system,
or don't have a way in, or who knows what kind of
I'm like, how secure
happening there
is this thing? Because recently there was a tunnel in New York where they found like 71 girls in it with no adults in it, and it's just like, I know that there's human trafficking going on, and they're not getting caught. And when they find this also tunnel.
I'm sorry, the more recent story is there's been, I don't know what you've seen on your internet, but on mine, I've been seeing headlines about like people coming out of the sewers of New York. Are you guys familiar with that? This is
I've seen that. Thing. Yeah.
I didn't read any of it. I figured it was bullshit, but
no, it's just like a trend. It seems like is to like take advantage of the potholes in the subway system or whatever and just kind of like pop out.
Right. Like fun urban exploring.
Exactly. Like an urban exploring thing.
I want to get into the lizard people just for a second. So this kind of started in 1933, right? There was this dude, this mining engineer, his name was G. Warren Schufelt. He claimed that he invented some radio X-ray machine and he could map underground structures beneath LA. And he found these old tunnels, hidden treasure. He said that he had pictures of gold tablets that contained human history on it. There was a highly advanced civilization called the lizard people. And he interviewed some like Hopi tribe chief that said that there were these 3 underground missing cities. This is where a lot of this started. And the thing is a lot of people take this and go, oh, he's talking about lizard people. But ultimately, he was talking about civilizations that worship the lizard. So the tunnels made the shape of a lizard and they worshiped the lizard, but they weren't lizard people. Mm-hmm. And, the head of the lizard was near Dodger Stadium. The body was beneath Fort Moore Hill and the tail down towards the downtown library. But the thing about this guy is he was some kind of either scam artist or something. The year earlier, he was getting money from the city to search for gold also, but he was looking for conquistador gold. And he definitely was like in the paper. They were following him and he got a lot of money looking for gold. And his thing was, if I find gold, I'm going to split it with the city. So they funded him and then he didn't find anything. So he was either ripping off the city or maybe he did find something and secret people got to it before him. I don't know. I tend to lean towards the first. He was just ripping people off because he died. He was never in the paper again. Mm-hmm. But I bring this up because a lot of people that are referring to the lizard people refer back to this story and like, oh, the lizard people, the city that he found underground. But there's no proof of this Hopi dude either.
Can we like what version do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the version that's like hundreds of years old? Like, what do you got more to say? Like,
well, okay, I picked this one up because I wanted to throw that one away, And so to me, okay. I do believe that there is an underground system, and sure, there might be like a surface one, but I picture the best thing we could do during World War II, World War I, all those times. Concrete, we could dig tunnels and we could build structures. We could build underground structures. And I don't know, I do believe that there is an underground highway system connecting a lot of the major cities and secret, air military bases. I think that they're really deep and you can just drive your vehicles underneath there. But I don't think it's like, there's stories of like truck drivers getting paid to haul stuff across America underground. And I'm like, they're not just hiring these people that can just spill the beans.
Mm-hmm. I have to think about the infrastructure of building a tunnel like that too, in the first place, because it's very hard to build a tunnel, especially one big enough for one vehicle, two vehicles. You have two lanes, one going, east, the other going west, whatever directions. And the idea of like keeping all those those contractors can't tell anyone because it's a secret tunnel to the military base or whatever. Like they definitely exist, and that's part like. Obviously, it can't happen because we were talking about the prohibition tunnels, and that was kind of the thing, right? Like the mayor was in on it, but also like the cops and the feds are still doing stuff, and like everyone has to keep that a secret. I don't know. It's just an extra layer of complication I think about.
That's kind of where my mind went too. And I was wondering because I know that the interstate was like a big deal in America, right? Like I don't know the history at all, but I know there was a guy, right, who was like in charge of it, who like came up with it and was seeing it through. And I'm wondering like, okay, well, if during that planning they also were like this was a part of the budget or whatever, and I mean, who knows how much I don't know if they disclose the budget. I'm just saying, while you're building the interstates, you could just easily follow the interstates, go down however deep.
Yeah.
And be doing that at the same time. I know it's crazy, but that's when you would do it, right? I mean, there's kind of no other time that I think it would make sense.
I believe in this tunnel boring machine that people have found the patents for it, where it's nuclear powered.
From
it can do like
Total Recall.
Yeah, basically. But it can do like at least a mile a day, and it
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
melts the rock. So like as it bores, there's nothing left behind, and it's all melted, and then so the tunnel's ready to go. All you got to do is pave the bottom.
All right.
Well, Musk did something like that, right? Like not like the sci-fi version necessarily, where it like melts everything and you have a perfect tunnel left behind. But he had like that was the whole thing with the boring company, because he didn't like traffic, and he's like, I want to build my own tunnels under LA. I remember they did a little bit of one in Vegas. I don't know anything that came of it after that fact, but I remember it was a very like narrow way to like hypothetically bypass traffic, but then it gets its own traffic. And
I'd be cool with it in any city that doesn't have earthquakes.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is earthquake proofing that and all these other tunnels.
Yeah, but if you've got this machine that can fuse rock, just drive through the fault and fuse it all together, right? Make it someone else's problem.
Yeah. New fault for a while. New fault 2029. Watch out. We're fixing the old one.
I did read a headline that was like, I don't know how much of what I see is clickbait, but it was like, oh yeah, the San Andreas fault is like, it hasn't had as much tension in 1,000 years or something as right now. So I'm like, oh, cool.
I mean, we're 20 to 50 years past the 100-year quake, right? But who knows how accurate these things are.
Yeah, it's one of those things like it's not necessarily something you can set your watch to. It's just like it's been approximately every 100 years we've had a quake of such scale that the geologists can measure and find proof for and everything.
God,
I mean, I'm happy every time there's little ones.
I mean, what is it waiting for? How much worse could the timing be? What is it waiting for?
Yeah,
now would be
you're right, man.
We wouldn't get any federal funding because Trump has a small dick and he hates everybody. We would be totally on our own. That might be, maybe this happens and that's why we secede ultimately.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. It's a fun future to think about, that California secedes because we didn't get any funding after the great quake of 2026. And
just withhold our federal funding.
Fucking world, you guys.
We have too many Republicans in the state to
art.
You look at these big cities that are just cookie cutter mansions. Those are all Republicans.
Yeah.
Take it back. We become the cultural hub of the world. Who's with me?
we could name ourselves New Atlantis, right?
Yeah.
And then we'd get mystics and people moving here from.
I don't want those fucking con men. I want people who fucking produce, man.
They produce crystals.
Show me what you got. Crystals outlawed in New Atlantis. I don't know. Like, it's a lot, right? It's a lot to think that there's. Should we just talk about LA because the nationwideness of it is I don't even want to think about like how that would happen. But like the LA thing, I can understand because it's. Here's what I don't understand: was there a subway here at some point?
Rumors say there still is.
But before the modern one, they had tunnels for horse and carriage because the ground is so different that they have.
I looked that up at
tunnels.
one point. Yeah, it was. I think we looked that up.
I don't know of any concrete proof of this, but I wouldn't be at all surprised to find out there were tunnels for the rail cars, because we used to have rail cars prior to like automobiles being widespread and everything. You could go from Pasadena to the beach in a single rail car. The golden years.
You got your history from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, just like me.
Yeah. No, that's the history of Los Angeles, the movie.
And it's real.
Well, it's real, but like, but just wait a second, because like you're not accounting for development. And if you build a building, 15 stories high, don't you have to like dig into the ground like at least half of that or something? I don't know how buildings work.
If there's a tunnel underground already, that's already supported enough. It's not like you need to.
Well, but it destroys the tunnel. You've got a building on it now. So like I'm imagining a lot of these tunnels have just gone away.
Yeah, so I do want to actually circle back. There's that tunnel you take the elevator downtown. I think it's like the archives building or something. If anyone wants to go exploring.
Sounds right. Yeah.
You
it's
get
not
down
hard
there,
to look up.
But a good chunk of it is actually locked off. I think probably for that reason, because those were built in the 20s, 30s, whatever, and given, the Northridge earthquake, everything else that we've had over the last closing on 100 years, some of those probably aren't super stable right now.
Well, and I also think it's probably like a bunch of dead ends, right? So if you go down there and try, you could get lost in there and stuff like that, right? And then starve to death or something.
Yeah. No, that does happen to people in like malls. Like it's like to get kind of sad. Like this does happen to elderly people sometimes. They get caught literally in the back rooms of like some building and can't find their way out. They get locked in the way.
Wow.
It's so funny. It's so funny to think of an old lady just not understanding what an office is in a mall. Like, not why is this here? Where's the KB toys?
And not bothering to yell because they know their voice is too weak.
It would be impolite. It would be it would be impolite. I think you don't want to freak out.
Yeah, well, there's also the tunnels that go to the loading docks wherever they bring everything in, or like however these buildings are designed.
Dude, I mean that's just how they used to do things. If you walk around, even regular apartments everywhere in my neighborhood, you'll see these doors that they used to make pallet deliveries to apartment buildings underground. So that's just how they started. It was just such
New York still uses those, right? I mean, like I only know from watching New York movies, but like that thing that it's like, what's the word for it? It's just like a cellar door. What's the word?
It's just a sidewalk elevator. It's like a
yeah. So we have a bunch of defunct those. God damn, it would be very fun to just go down in there.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is just put on a yellow vest and everyone's going to think you're working. Have a construction hat. You can go anywhere you want.
That's true. Or carry a ladder.
I don't even worry about that, man. If somebody catches me down there, I'm just going to be like, oh, thank God you found me. And then if they give me a trespassing ticket, like, fine.
Have you seen a little kid running around? That's how I ended up down here.
A nationwide manhunt for Joey, the boy under the city.
Like, yeah, if you are looking for a kid, okay, sorry. Can we help you? No, it's fine. I'm just going to go home. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I feel like that was a plot point in something. Like someone was somewhere they were supposed to be.
It's 100% Tim Robinson or whatever.
Robbins.
Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins.
Robinson.
Tim Robbins.
Yeah, Tim Robinson. I think Tim Robbins is also
Tim Robinson.
I think he's
Tim Robbins is the tall guy from Shawshank.
Yeah,
Tim Robinson, it's isn't that Chair Company where he
yeah.
takes his wife into the sewer and leaves her there?
No,
Oh, no, that was
it's the movie
Friendship.
Friendship.
Oh, Friendship, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Also
yeah.
with him. Yeah,
But
I was
yeah,
thinking of
Willie,
Tim
that's a bad
Meadows.
idea.
it's
I
too
was like,
many
I think you
Tims.
got Tim Robbins wrong.
See, I mix up Tim Robbins and Tony Robbins.
Oh yeah. How is Tony Robbins still, after being getting in trouble, how is he still inspiring people?
There's some sort of like influencer black market out there. I think that's the real conspiracy. All these people, like I don't know who's giving them money, but clearly they're still getting by. Kevin Spacey's still working.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know who I don't know who pays for any of this stuff. Who's watching these people and giving them money? It's ads. It's ads, right? Nobody's
I
like
think that
subscribing to
people
like
will believe anybody who's got a huge face.
That's definitely part of it. No, there's so many things I find where it's just like, who is this for? And sometimes, so I'll give you a little behind the scenes stuff because this is actually a real thing. So my partner Jay has been doing some TV critic work, and so as part of that, they've had to watch The Oval on BET to say, here's what's coming up in the new season, right? Have either of you heard of The Oval?
No.
It is Tyler
no.
Perry show. It is part of a greater universe. There's like 8 spin-offs, right? The Oval itself, it's about president in the White House, right? It's got, I think, 6, 7
Oh,
seasons.
Oval Office. I get it.
It is, I think the viewership is in the hundreds of thousands. Like in terms of like how much
Yeah,
money
but
this costs to make, it's just like who
well,
like
how many Showtime shows do you know? I mean, like Showtime is on like Money, Power, Book Five. Like I look at the things on Showtime and I'm like, how many weird spin-offs is this thing a version of? It's like crazy. It's like
yeah.
I don't know what the lore is, but it feels like I would have to watch hundreds of hours to understand what this show is. Do you guys know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's
no, I
like,
know exactly what you're talking about. And that's one of those because I don't know the viewership numbers for those because that could be one of those like Yellowstone. I don't know anyone who watches it, but like it gets millions and millions of views.
right.
Um, but just because I know the Oval is in the hundreds of thousands, and it's just like, how is this at all profitable? I'm so curious of like the money
Yeah.
structure to get
Does
6 seasons.
he just eat into I mean, he must be close to a billionaire at this point, right? Like I can
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
imagine that Tyler Perry has done good with his money.
Yeah, no, he has his own studio in Atlanta, and
Right.
he's got his own ecosystem.
So I
And
wonder
so
if
like I'm
it's
sure
just
it
like
works out.
he's discovered some weird loophole where like he can just put this shit out. I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, who's paying for all these tunnels? That's what I'm asking.
Well, who's paying for the
What's
new tunnels, right? One
are there
so
new
pick
tunnels?
just the idea of Hollywood, right? So Hollywood, a lot of people think was built on occult geography, like
Mhm.
let's take Griffith Observatory, Fort Moore Hill. I keep hearing about, which I don't really know much about,
Mhm.
but the downtown civic centers, the old Spanish mission locations, JPL being
Oh yeah,
built on,
LA's haunted as fuck.
yeah, that arroyo that JPL is built on. I mean, that arroyo is just, I think it has a name because it was always filled with blood, or it was associated with wars or something like that.
Mhm.
And so it was like basically filled with dead bodies. And then the next thing is L. Ron Hubbard and Jack Parsons' ritual location,
Mhm.
because it's a powerful spot.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like the occult when LA Hollywood was starting, I guess you could say they definitely had an opportunity to build their infrastructure of secrecy as the town was being built.
Yeah, it's
I don't
weird to
have I
see.
don't have anything more to that, but I picture,
Yeah.
just like,
Well, listen, I mean, it's not hard to imagine. Like you look at films that were like shot in like the 40s and LA is like nothing. Like there's nothing to it.
dude,
Um
I was watching The Godfather this last week, and I was like, oh, what is this cool old city that we're looking at? And they zoom in and it's the Chinese theater. I'm like, this is fucking
Yeah.
downtown Hollywood. Like there was so much greenery there. It looked like a small town. I don't know. It's crazy. Not that
Chinatown.
long ago.
The plot of Chinatown is all about like building in the valley because the whole San Fernando Valley used to be orchards,
Yeah.
orange groves. And it's about controlling the water so you can build that out and do the whole thing.
so like there's opportunity to build tunnels. I mean,
Mhm.
but what's the nefarious version of it? Like, what are these Hollywood guys doing building tunnels?
I think some of it is to control image in a way. There was one of the tunnels I was doing a little bit of reading before this, and there was a tunnel that goes to Chateau Marmont. I forget where it connects to. Another like hotel or another hotel, another bar, something. Expressly, it was made like the 40s, so people could like evade the paparazzi and get back
Hmm.
to wherever they needed to get.
Yeah, there definitely was one, in the realm of speakeasies and whatnot. There definitely was the Playboy Mansion underground tunnels that supposedly, it's not even supposedly Jack Nicholson and Warren Beatty used to always. The idea was they had tunnels to their homes
Mhm.
because they never were seen going in and out, but they were always there, which is crazy to think about. I don't think this is just rumor. I think it's just fact. They had tunnels to the Playboy Mansion.
I believe it.
They were just
I don't know if
pedestrian
I've ever
tunnels.
heard it as a fact. I've never heard that at all. I was just thinking of, I can't think of who it
No, I
was.
know. I'm trying to think of bigger things, but go on.
Who the fuck was it that like they bought to, or they, it was like them and their friend that lived on the other side, the either side of Laurel Canyon.
See, I heard that there was Charlie Chaplin, that he had two houses. His wife lived in one, and there was a tunnel underground connecting
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I wanted to say Chaplin, but it sounds so old. But I know that's a fact. But I
Mhm.
never heard this Playboy thing.
Which, like, what if you buy that house and you didn't own the house across the street? Like that tunnel's there. You just have a door. I
They're
mean,
like two
it's
adjoining hotel rooms.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just honor system at that point. I mean, I guess you just gotta get a padlock, right? I
Yep.
hope that other rich guy doesn't come in my house.
If you just put a couple culty things down, they won't come in.
Mhm.
Just put
Yeah, or they'll be into it.
some hair next to a weird book.
No, they're all into child sacrifice, dude. Like they're gonna love that. They're gonna be like, this guy's cool. He's got some hair and a book. Let's get him into our weird satanic thing.
Yeah, no, you have to go the opposite way. You have to get a bunch of Christian iconography.
Exactly.
Everyone will leave you
Yes.
alone.
Hmm. Bunch of MAGA hats and stuff.
There was something I had also found, speaking of the prohibition stuff, King Eddie's Saloon off Skid Row apparently had one of the old speakeasies. And I guess that bar has since closed. I think it was around the pandemic. There was some ownership issues already, and like stuff has happened. But you used to be able to go down to the basement, and it would connect to all the tunnels, including like the rest of downtown LA.
I love
Uh,
that.
where yeah, that was the whole thing. I guess yeah, my reading, the mayor was in on a lot of it. And
Yeah,
helping like supply all the booze and everything. We're like, we're just to keep this underground. It's fine.
there was one. Yeah, there was one mayor who was in on the stuff, and when he got elected, people called him out and like exposed some tunnels, and he got busted. And I don't
Mhm.
know which one, maybe the 20s. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, Cole's downtown has got some tunnels attached to it. I know that they recently closed, but the building's not getting torn down. So whatever that turns into,
Why do you say that? It probably will get torn. I mean, everything gets torn down, right?
I feel like of lately, all these things since the pandemic that were purchased that got torn down never got built. So it's kind of like I feel like a lot of new stuff getting bought out isn't getting torn down. They're just charging more rent. They just like
Yeah.
tripled the rent on the restaurant.
Is the premise that there's still uses for the tunnels, or are they just a bunch of labyrinthian dead ends at this point?
My understanding is that there's a bunch of labyrinthian dead ends, but there are other tunnels that survive that are still being used for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not being used for any like official purpose or whatever, but I bet there's some pretty sick raves happening in some of them.
I mean, shit, man. I picture these ones going in between government buildings, and like, what do you do if you work for the city and you find like some secret room, and no one else knows about it? Like, you better fucking throw a party there.
Yeah.
What do you charge? Because you gotta. What's the? I'm not just throwing a party. I gotta make some money.
Well, you make it seem
Because
a
I'm
little,
sneaking all these people into a room that nobody knows about. I mean,
yeah.
Entry's free. You got to pay for the drinks.
No, come on. It's got to be like a $5,000 cover. It's got to be like
Well,
exclusive fucking like.
That's a
Okay,
well-connected city employee.
Well, I
here's what we
want
do.
Bezos and shit. I want
We got
fucking.
to go
I've
find
got
these
his address.
places,
We all do. You can look it up online. Just
and then
go
we got to
walk over
have
there, throw the flyer over the giant fucking hedges.
we got to throw an influencer party. You think we could make an influencer party that was like the biggest influencers are invited? Are you one of them? It's only, it costs $1,000 to get in, but no one else is going to be here.
Yeah,
Advertise on
I think you could.
Raya.
I think you could totally do that. Like if you just send an Instagram message or whatever, TikTok, fucking who knows, to like people with like 5 million followers or whatever, and said like, hey, only the most exclusive influencers are going to be at this. It's $5,000. Come on in.
Right? The price lets them know that it's serious. You have to charge too much.
Mm-hmm.
And you could pay at the door or something so that you're not getting scammed.
Oh, yeah.
We take Cash App and Venmo.
Yeah. Yeah. No, only Cash App. We only take Cash App. This is for iPhone owners only.
I'm sure there's some underground
And then
scene using a lot of these tunnels.
in the party, all you've got to do is get a wall with like ivy and then like a neon sign that says like happy always or something. And that's the backdrop. And if you take a picture in front of that thing, then people know that you went to this super exclusive party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have the
why don't we
photo
just
ops.
do that? Why don't we just do that? We don't need a secret underground. We could just do that at a warehouse, right?
Mm-hmm. People do. That's how we got the Willy Wonka experience.
What's the Willy Wonka experience?
Yeah, I've heard of that, but what?
Oh, you guys missed this? Oh, this was
Yeah.
last year. It was a big, they did all these advertisements. It wasn't necessarily for influencers, but it was like a bring your kids. We're going to do this Willy Wonka thing because the movie just came out with Mr.
Oh,
Chalamet.
it was small, right? Go on. I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they spent maybe $500 on the whole thing. So the famous thing is the sad Oompa Loompa desperately trying to run this thing to keep this thing together. They're like everyone got like 3 jelly beans in a Dixie cup, and there was some nefarious creature that was like the shadow that was supposed to combat Willy Wonka in some way. Like none of it made any sense, but those people made money because this kind of thing's been happening a lot too. There was a Bridgerton version that happened here in LA. It was supposed to be a big Bridgerton style ball. Everyone shows up dressed up, but they had like a single violinist. Well, they promised like a whole string instrument section, and then it was the single violinist and like a boombox.
Why is everybody cheaping out on it? If you just threw it right, you'd still make money, right? You just wouldn't.
But that's harder.
As much. Well, it can't be that hard to hire some kind of fucking symphony. Just go to Pasadena. They probably got one.
I mean, the problem is with that, the Willy Wonka thing is fascinating because, you a little bit of effort and people may not have all been trying to sue you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're all Firefest, basically. It's just Firefest.
Yeah. No, we need to stage an underground Firefest in the tunnels.
Okay. First thing, we find out where that elevator is. We go down into the tunnels. We can't get lost in there because we'll air tag ourselves, right? And then wait,
I don't think you have any sort of service down there.
Right. That's what I was just thinking. Can we? Well, there's got to be different ways of doing it.
We can Hansel and Gretel it.
Yeah.
These literal breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
You could just drip paint.
Rats. What about rats? You can drip paint.
Rats.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so let's do that then. Let's just go down. Man, but then if there's dangerous people down there.
So whatever the drip is, it's got to be on theme, right? So let's say it's some neon party. So we get neon paint and we drip it fun so that like
we would have to know where we're going by then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a location scout this out.
Yeah, exploring how we're gonna because what if you're dripping paint and then you come around to more dripped paint? Then what do? Then you're like, fuck, I guess I'll follow this back, but you can't like keep dripping more new paint because then you're just now paint's everywhere.
Yeah, that feels like a Mr. Bean bit.
Okay, green. Okay, green and red paint. green until you find a dead end.
Oh, you can
And you
backtrack
paint
red
over it
over the green.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like a boat. Like you have green on starboard and red on port, or
Well,
vice
that's how I
versa.
did my Minecraft tunnels. I would put torches on the right side that would lead me back to my house.
We're back to Minecraft. That's I did the same thing. I always put torches on the left for me, but that way
It
I
might have
knew
been
if they were
left.
on
I
the
don't
right.
remember at this point, but yeah. I
But
remember
yeah.
going into my friend's tunnels and he did the opposite of me. And I was like, oh,
Oh no.
I'm going to get so lost. So anyway, we'll just use our Minecraft knowledge to
Yeah.
map out these tunnels.
We'll put torches on the left
Uh,
side of the wall.
What happens when we're down there exploring and we see human trafficking or something?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll have to be strapped, right? And then we can just
Mm.
shoot those guys.
I mean, it's the only safe way to do it.
It really is.
You're not going to see it.
Yeah.
You're not going to run into a cop down there.
No, for sure. We'll be strapped.
It's honestly worse if you run into a cop down there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
who knows
Oh,
what
yeah.
that guy's into? Like, there's no way he's on the level, and
I'll
he's got
bring
the
my
power of the government behind him.
High-powered laser pointer so I can blind him so we can get away from him. Because if I get
No,
your
let's
eyes,
shoot him. Let's shoot him. He's down there. He's a bad guy. We'll shoot him.
But if he can shoot back, we still got to blind him.
We'll just shoot everyone we see real quick. Real quick, before even asking anything. Just wow.
If you're down here, you're automatically suspicious, unlike us.
No one's gonna catch us. No, we'll just be the wastelanders of the tunnel, man. And be like, fucking stay away from those guys. Like if you hear them coming. Maybe we'll play some rock music or something so that people can scurry away once we build up our reputation.
Or you just play radio chat like FBI radio chatter.
That's interesting. Just to avoid the whole, yeah.
I think we can mix that to an EDM beat.
Okay. Well, kind of loses it. It might be awesome.
Yeah, get everyone down there in our like wasteland post-apocalyptic gear with FBI radio chatter being mixed to an EDM beat. We got neon paint everywhere. This is fucking sick. I say we do this.
It's coming together. It's really coming together.
Listen, as long as we document everything, like we could make a documentary about a failed whatever it is we failed.
It doesn't have to be failed, man. It could be a happy ending where we throw the best party in the fucking world. And that's what we call it. The best party. Well, I don't like cussing in titles because it's too like fucking
the best party under the world.
Look at us. The best party under the world. Fuck. BPUW. Yeah, you can't make fun of that. BPU. It smells pew, but it's spelled differently. I'm just trying to head off any marketing concerns we may have.
It's kind of a stretch, but
the best party under the world is great. Fucking let's do this, man. Neon paint,
dude. I mean, here's the thing: we're not going to be in like sewer tunnels. These things are actually big. They're like
no. We'll find a good room. We're not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna be in a sewer tunnel. Yeah, none of us were thinking we were in sewer tunnels.
Historians say the reality was many smaller interconnected spaces. This was just saying how it's like a little exaggerated, but I'm like, if you're connecting government buildings for government entities, like being secretive, yeah, they're not like hallways. They're a little bit. They got to be a little bigger because they put the money into building it.
I just can't imagine anything they're still using them for, though.
But these ones, the government tunnels were meant to transfer inmates, move judges and officials, transfer sensitive materials. I'm just saying, like, if that's what it was built for, why stop using that? Because of time. Like I feel like they must still use a lot of these tunnels for current.
I just think I can just like go back in time and be like, I don't know, like no one's trying to kill us, man. Like, why do we have to take these tunnels? And then like the upkeep, like the cost of like keeping these tunnels sort of like working. They must have lights, right? So like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot if like no one's kind of using them anyway. I can't imagine a world where like judges have to take a tunnel anywhere.
Yeah, like that feels much more like a 60s, 70s thing, or maybe even into the 80s. We're really like up against the mafia, right? And so it's like, okay, we need to make sure this guy doesn't get assassinated, so we're going to bring him through the tunnels. But like, we don't do that anymore. Those guys are in charge of corporations.
Yeah, the mob.
Yeah, it's
I
all
mean,
the same thing.
No, I know,
they
I know.
never.
I just wanted
I
to
was.
be clear.
I know. I always laugh because I'm going like growing up. I heard nothing but like stories of mafia moving to small towns, hiding out in small towns. Anybody that's weird might be mafia hiding, or watch out.
So weird. I mean, we
This is
grew up in the same town. I never heard this.
this is my family talking about the small towns in Colorado, but the mafia didn't stop working. I mean, they're like, what the fuck did they do? They didn't stop making money. They didn't go away. They didn't get arrested.
Yeah, but I mean, like to Austin's point, I think it's more like they got too big to need tunnels. Like, why use a tunnel when you can just pay off a judge?
Yeah,
Like
but if
America
I
sucks, right? Like America sucks. We just had the UFC in the fucking White House, and there was like motorcycles jumping over like a facade of the White House, even though it was in front of the White House. And then like people were like fighting in the White House lawn, like rednecks are like fighting with each other. And we're talking that the government is using tunnels for some shit. I don't know. It just doesn't connect with like the reality that I see, which is everything's dumb as shit. So something as smart as like coordinated tunnels for transportation.
well, you saying that, yeah, I'm reading this right now. They had a lot of Cold War evacuation tunnels, tunnels to nowhere because during the Cold War they planned evacuation routes underground to avoid Soviet nuclear attack, but then the project was abandoned. So there's a lot of tunnels that go to nowhere. Like that's funny.
That's interesting too. I mean, would that help? I guess it would, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're still underground. You can hang out there for a few days and while the fallout settles, and assuming you've got food and water and stuff.
Oh, you've got food and water. I mean, you've got trucks that are driving you to Utah. So
We'd hope no one forgot.
I don't doubt that these things exist. I just doubt that they're still in use. And I really want to get down there. I want to get down
Yeah.
there and see them.
hmm I mean, we all live in LA. Maybe that's the next episode you record from the tunnels.
God, I mean, we talk about that. We talk a big game about doing stuff, but we never do stuff.
Let's explore the
Does
tunnels.
anyone
Let's
have a
start a
gun?
rave.
Do one of you have a gun? Because I don't have a gun. Do you guys have a gun?
Better, I've got a katana.
Okay, so we're also gonna be dorks.
Dude, I would have
All
a
right.
machete. I have a machete.
Okay, so we got
That'll cut through
Jason,
bone.
we got a samurai or no, a ninja, and then I'll be like Casey Jones. I'll take like a golf club and like a guitar or something.
Yeah, I can see nothing going wrong
Let's
here.
do it.
I would have.
Let's do it.
I'll get a couple ninja stars just for some ranged attacks.
Sure. Yeah, gotta have them.
Yeah, I think I've got a single batarang somewhere around here.
Yeah, I could probably like build a slingshot out of like my old workout bath. That's what I'll do.
Oh shit, that's the red one, dude. That's gonna hurt.
That one's 20 pounds. 20 pounds of tension coming at you. Well, I did not even look at when we started. Does it feel like about wrap up time, or I really want a beer, so I'm going to run to the fridge and get a beer. But
Yeah,
if you want
for
to
sure.
recenter us, refocus us in any way, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. I wish I had a little more. Did you find anything else, Austin, that in any realm?
No, unfortunately, it was mostly the stuff we covered. Talked about Cold War, Prohibition seems to be the origin of a lot of it, and then just general facility use, just running
Yeah.
power and water.
In all realms, you really can't get in trouble for trespassing because who owns that property?
Well, and
Who
also,
owns
dude,
the
the
tunnel?
best thing about trespassing is you have to be warned before they
Yeah.
can charge you. So, like,
Okay, I'm
maybe the
leaving.
sign that says no trespassing counts, but like, I don't know that those exist in these tunnels. These
Also, as long as we tear them down along the way, we can
we
plausible
didn't see that.
deniability.
Now you're thinking.
But also, even if they give us a trespassing ticket, what is it? $50?
I know it's nothing. Yeah, I don't mind getting in trouble.
Dude, I was made to get in trouble.
When I just want to say, like, when I think about like human trafficking and shit right now, do I think that these tunnels are being used for that? I don't, because maybe in New York, but in LA, I think that they're probably too far and few between each other, that there can't be a real working
It also
network.
feels like you would have to. Sorry. But it feels like doesn't everything lead to Long Beach when it comes to human trafficking? You're either bringing girls in or shipping them out, and it's usually on boats, isn't it? So, or is that a
Yeah.
Hollywood thing that I've?
No, that's probably true. But I would say that like if there are trafficking tunnels, they're definitely deeper. It's not these city tunnels they're using. I'm just going like they're still not found.
Well, does that mean you're just inventing a new series of tunnels?
Maybe, but like it's definitely happening. And how long has it been happening? And would they have built the tunnels back then?
What do you
Maybe.
mean, human trafficking in tunnels?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was maybe happening in New York.
No, I'm saying New York, the underground infrastructure over there allows so much more than LA because there is a city of New York under New York. In LA, there's a lot of space, but I don't feel like it's as connected because there were too many different ideas running into each other.
Yeah. Also, just
John,
geographically, it's harder to dig in LA. We got so much tar and just nonsense, just geologically.
Oh, the tar. I didn't think about that. That's a good third act for the movie. They
Them
dig in
dire
the wrong
wolves.
place. What?
The dire wolves. Have you never been to La Brea Tar Pits?
Oh, I've been to the La Brea. Don't even front like I haven't been to the. I've been to the La Brea.
They got a
Tar
whole
Pit.
wall of skulls from all of them that they keep
Like
pulling
they
up from the
have
tar that were in the way of digging the
they must have
subway.
been so fucking dumb
Okay, that's fun.
or
I was
hungry.
mostly picturing just like a wall of tar enveloping the bad guys, but like, yeah, dire wolves is cool.
Dire wolves and ground sloths.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Willie. It just feels like the tunnels are both too known and too unknown to use in any way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody's kind of aware of them, but so it just seems like it would be dangerous to like do anything unscrupulous down there because you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think we should go down there. Let's do it. Let's find that one
Hey man,
and
you know what? As long if it doesn't smell like shit, I
it's
can do
gonna
it.
smell like shit, dude.
So I'm gonna wear a breather mask and just put Vicks in there and be like I'm at a rave anyways.
Hell yeah.
Whatever you got to do, man. We don't have to sign off on you wearing a mask. Do you think you're going to show up to our big let's go into the tunnels thing with a mask and we're going to be like, get out of here. No nerds. He's got a samurai sword.
Isn't that what the plague doctor masks were for? Apocryphally, is that they had like rosemary and like violet and a bunch of like scented
That's
things
what
in
I,
there so they didn't
that's
have
what
to
I,
smell the
yeah,
dead bodies.
I read that. Yeah.
We're just reinventing it for the modern day. You put some Vicks inside your gas mask.
I was watching Silence of the Lambs the other day. It's like the only movie where they like put, whatever they put under their nose before they look at a dead body. And
Yeah.
I'm weirded out that I've never seen it again. Right.
I know, right? It's funny because it's like, do they miss it because it actually doesn't stink, so they forget to do it,
or is it like our actors look stupid as fuck right now? We don't want them to look like that.
I think it might also just make the scene too grounded because a lot of those times it's more might be like a revenge movie or something where it's just like, oh
right,
yeah,
right. You
he
want
killed
more
my
of
wife.
a comic book, like fun kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I always bring this up. Like I worked on Santa Clarita Diet, and Drew Barrymore was supposed to have this wound that wouldn't heal, and that was that was like a plot point that like it like proved that she was a zombie, and you could see it all the time, and she was like, I can't act with this thing on. Can we just put a Band-Aid on it? And they're like, well, the whole point of the wound is to remind you that you're turning into a zombie. So they just killed the whole thing. And like, I mean, it was just funny because she just said she couldn't act with this thing on her arm.
Mhm.
And so I picture a lot of people like, I don't want to put that on. No one gives a shit about that. Like just
Right.
actors like being in charge.
Yeah, the pit does a lot of stuff medically accurate, but also no one wears the mask because we want to see actors' faces.
They're beautiful faces.
They are
Except for
beautiful.
that one with autism. Fucking pit. I hate the pit, honestly. Like, I'm so sick of the fucking pit. It's like I get it. It's melodrama, and that's what they're going for, right? They're going for like really fucking dumb bullshit. Give me
What is
gay
the pit?
hockey
What's the
players.
premise?
I'll take
What is
gay
the pit in
hockey
reference
players.
to?
It's the ER. It was like an ER spinoff that got sued, and then now it's not an ER spinoff, but it's ER.
It's on HBO. It's like almost like 24. It's only 15, 16 episodes, but each one is in real time in, hour one of the shift.
It's their shift. It's Noah Wiley, which is another ER. I think maybe he even
he's the big
something
push
to do
behind
with the creation of it.
Because I think the initial version was going to be his character from ER.
Right.
Wow.
So, Wiley Noah.
What does the pit mean?
It's in Pittsburgh.
It's Pittsburgh. Oh, you don't like that? That's what you don't like. The name. Your tastes are so weird. I honestly thought the pit when it first came out was the show about the prison that was buried in the ground and all the prisoners got out. I thought it would be something cool like that. Well, but that show exists too. So if you like that, check it out. I don't know what it's called.
What prison that's a pit? All I can think of is Dark Knight Returns or Rises.
No, there was a show. I'm pretty sure there's a show that came out around the same time as the pit. And it was about a prison with all the world's most dangerous criminals. And they're like in this like underground prison. It's like you can't escape. It's impossible. But they do. And so now these procedural like detectives have to go around and like get them.
I have never heard of this.
Maybe I just saw the pit and created it in my head. I'll try and find it real quick, but
yeah, we will explore some underground tunnels. Austin will hit you up when we go, and we'll report back.
Oh, hell yeah!
I don't think I ever agreed. to this because I said we needed to have a gat, dude. No, I said we needed a gun, and you guys said katana sword, and I'm like, fuck.
I just want to be able to throw a rave down there. No, you can't get in trouble because they would know who threw it.
Go ahead. I'm just saying, if we're gonna find the place for it, we need a gun. Pretty bad. Get a gun. It can't be hard. So many idiots have guns.
Yeah.
TV series Prisoner follows a young prison officer transporting a high-value prisoner to testify against his crime. This is not what. Why is this?
It sounds relatively similar what you're describing to, like, going broad strokes. There's the show The Silo on Apple, but that's not a prison. Exactly.
What's that about? Is it underground? Is it a silo? Underground silo?
Yeah, it's basically like a refurbished missile silo where a bunch of people are living after an apocalypse outside. And that's all I can really say before things start to become spoilers or not. It's not super clear.
There's a hill that they never get over, right? They sentence people to death. They have to walk over the hill, but then they never get over that hill.
Yeah, because the outside's so toxic.
And then the end of the first season, you actually see. No spoilers, but you get to see what's actually on the other side of the hill. So like, get ready.
They roll it back a little bit too. That's why it's like a weird.
I watched The Silo. It's not that, but yeah, I forgot about that show. It wasn't bad. I don't know how I'm gonna. Should I ask AI? Let me see. I'm generally against this, but
it might not give you a good answer.
Oh,
definitely give you an answer,
but they'll be confident about it.
Guaranteed to give me a bad answer. I can't wait to see what it says. Here's my prompt. It's loading. I don't even remember my prompt. I'll get it in a second. Oh, you fucker! Now it's making me sign in. Now I've lost my prompt. Wait,
worst.
I can do this. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Does it? Does it matter if I figure this out? It's not about tunnels. Well, but it is about an underground prison. Sorry, I'm just signing in here. I'm just signing in. All right, here we go. I'm using Claude, by the way, if anyone's
keeping score.
Track. My prompt is prison underground show escaped prisoner.
I was just going to make you a new TV show.
The Hunting Party. A small team of investigators is assembled to track down and capture the most dangerous killers ever seen, all of whom have just escaped from the Pit, a top-secret underground prison silo in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So,
wow, it's mixed all the things, but just didn't have a title.
It's The Hunting Party. So I don't know. Let's watch that. I don't know why, but let's. Do you really want to? I mean, here's the thing: if we're really going to go into these tunnels, And we're not going to get a gun, right? It doesn't seem like anybody here wants to get a gun. What are we really going to do? Pepper spray? I just don't want to go on in there unarmed.
I
If you guys are
have
serious
a
about doing this,
taser.
I'll
I have a
go.
taser. That's 3 million
But it does it
volts.
shoot, or do you got to be like within arm's length? Because by then
Arm's
you're
length,
dead,
yeah.
man.
But
Yeah.
the
What
noise
are you
is
gonna
so
sneak up
scary
on
when
them?
you hear it. Dit, dit, dit. You just hold it up as a threat. Like, come on, dude.
Okay, so we'll have that. We'll have the FBI recordings pre-trance or whatever you wanted to fucking put under it. And we'll just walk through the tunnels with police recordings and a taser, and you'll just do the taser every 5 minutes or something, just to warn people.
Yeah.
I'll go then.
Yeah.
I'll go then. I'll do that.
Yeah,
We can get a
Plus, I
cattle,
don't care if
cattle
I
prod
die.
pretty easy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can get a cattle prod.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
like
those
how?
are just on the
What's-
market. You
Yeah.
can just order
What do you
one
mean?
from
You
can
probably
order it on
Uline.
Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, you just go on internet and get it. You can do that with a gun too, but then there's a bunch of hoops to jump through.
Not with the cattle prod.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Get two of them together, make a little staff.
I do want a gun, and I do have a safe to put it in the garage.
Let's
so
get guns. I want to get a gun, man.
I just don't.
I'll
have the
get a
money.
gun. How much are guns? Like $600?
I think
That's
I think
easy.
that's a good price for.
That feels right.
Fucking, I'll buy a gun for $600. I just don't want to have to like do a bunch of shit to get it. I just give me the gun. Like, what do I need to do? Do I
To
have
drive to
show them-
Nevada.
Oh, really?
But-
Do they just hand
but-
out guns over there?
Out
My
here,
understanding, yeah.
I'll fucking do that.
It's
If it
pretty
means I
easy
don't
out
have to
here. You just have to wait a
sign
day,
some
right?
paperwork. Yeah, but dude, you got to fill out forms. It's like getting a passport or something. I don't want to do that. I just want a gun.
Yeah, go to a gun show in Nevada.
Let's do it, man. First stop, gun show in Nevada. They probably happen every day.
We'll get
Yeah.
a continental breakfast.
Yeah, we'll get a hotel with a continental breakfast for sure.
Yeah. Lose all of our money on the slots.
Yeah, and
At
then
the
win it
gas
back
station before
so that we
get-
can
yeah.
buy a gun,
Mhm.
and then we can use the gun to rob the people who took our money.
We each
Mhm.
will walk in with $600. The goal is to gamble so that you can make $600 and walk away with $600, so you can
Free
get a gun for free.
gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we all three try it, I mean, it's gonna suck for the two people who don't do it, but one of us will. Are we doing black, red? Like what?
I'll play the numbers, man. I hit the numbers all the time.
Oh, you're fucking crazy. So like we can't even count on Willie winning. So it's between you and me. Like
Yeah,
what-
here, I'd
who's
rather
gonna lose
do
his money.
I'd rather do poker. I've been playing a lot of Balatro. I think I got this down.
Well, so we're gonna have to wait for you to double your money in poker. I don't want to sit there for like days.
That's true. I mean, yeah, we could just put it all on roulette, put it all on
500
number.
red.
Yeah, 500
Here's what
on
I'm
red.
doing. I'm doing craps. I'm doing $600 on no pass.
I feel like I could make it in craps pretty quick, right?
Not the way you gamble. No, you're the worst. You would put it on everything and just come out even.
I'm not good enough at craps to know how to
Oh,
how to
craps is
gamble well.
amazing.
I
Craps is
won the
amazing,
craps
dude.
night last. I won the craps night though when they had the craps party.
It's true. He did with the fake money. He did. He also won the poker tournament for a fucking Xbox. So
PS5.
what am I talking about? I mean,
Ooh.
Jesus. Plus, he wins bingo a lot. All right, Willie, it's on you then. You go get a gun in Nevada. We'll stay here. Let us know when it happens. We'll go into the tunnels. And if we don't get a gun, we'll take the taser
and the
and the
laser
samurai
pointer.
sword. And I think my pitching wedge would be the easiest one. Or a putter, but I really like my putter. I don't want to break it.
You can. I have two putters. I haven't used them in.
What do they look like? Because can they puncture a skull? If I nail the temple, could it go into the brain? Is it bladey?
I think I have one
Or-
of the ones that has the big round back.
No, no, I don't want that.
Okay.
That's like
I
how
have
am I
a,
gonna
I have a classic one also.
yeah.
Yeah,
A
the
blade.
classic's
I
the
want
way
a
to go,
blade.
I
want a
think.
blade one. Classic. That's the way to go. All right. We have bored our guest. Let's
Let's get out of here.
let's wrap this up. Anything more to say? I mean, let's point to your socials again. The game is called
Per my last
Reply-
email.
Such
what
a
is
great
it?
name.
Per my last email.
per my last email.
But you can find that and all the updates and everything else we do. Just look up Biscuit Wolf Games. You'll find us on a lot of social media. You'll find our website. Even Google can't fuck that up right now.
Well, yeah.
Right now.
When does this come out? When does this come out? Because who knows?
Yeah.
Can you just tell me really quickly what is Biscuit Wolf? What is the? How did you come up with those
The
two
name?
words and smash them together?
So it's me and my partner Brenna. My last name is Rusk, which is a name for a kind of biscuit, and their last name is Wolf. So we smashed it together.
Does the wolf have an E on the end?
Yes.
In your company or just in their name?
No, just in their name.
Oh, I was
Okay.
like, damn, I wrote it down wrong. Okay.
I knew a wolf growing up. Do you think they're related?
There's a lot of wolves out there. There's a lot of packs.
What kind of biscuit is a Rusk biscuit?
Yeah. What is that? British?
Scottish.
Oh, so it's
made
Rusk.
of cardboard and salt. They just salt some cardboard, throw it in a
Yeah.
fryer.
Yeah, it's like especially crumbly, is my understanding.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I like
Sounds
that.
good. I like it dry. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
When
great
you're
for
stoned and you
dipping your
get those
tea.
crumbles in your mouth and you can't get them out, but
Yeah,
it feels like powdered sugar almost or something. Love
that's
it.
the good stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Go to patreon.com/real-life-sci-fi. We're going to continue this conversation with our friend, Austin Rusk, co-founder of Biscuit Wolf Games. Go pick up his games. Pick them up. And remember, just because you're paranoid don't mean they're not after you. We'll see you next time. Bye.